Post. And
The
post.
most.
All right, there we go. Coming at you like Cleopatra, it is Jake or Big B or BB, whatever you want to call me, coming at you with another Monster Mash, where we
Crazy.
test. Uh-oh. Okay, my stream is working, but Twitch says it's not. Okay. Yeah, so we're testing another monster here. I'm joined by 3 party members. First up is going to be Zach. Zach, you are running. You guys are all running 12th level characters. Can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Alrighty. I am running my first repeat offender. My favorite Looney Tune, Taz, the Tasmanian Devil. He is a Great Knoll Barbarian. Technically a bare-handed brawler, though he uses his jaws specifically.
Okay. Should be a good one. Should be a fun one. Next we have Decaf. Decaf is running 2 characters for us today. Who do you want to introduce first, Decaf?
We'll just start with Tobias. This is my Maestro, Polymath, and Enigma Muse for a bard. He kind of just does everything.
All right. And this is another repeat offender. So it looks like this is a
Yep.
party heavy with so-called repeat offenders. Because your second character, I also recognize.
Mm-hmm. She's lower level this time around, but it is Demetria, my Kitsune cleric, who leans into the Hell Knight Signifer.
Very cool. And then last but not least, we have Shy. And Shy, you are not playing a repeat offender this time. You want to?
Nope, I have to be the odd one out.
Yeah, you want to tell us a little bit about who you're playing?
Yes, I am playing. I don't know if it's everyone's favorite, but you know, one of the many favorite
Everyone's
traps, if you
favorite
will.
boy.
Yeah, this is Astolfo from Fate. So I just kind of did my own rendition of it. I wanted to try and get another couple ways that you could maybe give it a shot. So this is a summoner with a beast eidolon that dips very lightly into thaumaturge with just a bunch of different magic items, because that kind of fits overall what he does. So him and his hippogriff are here to say hello today.
Well, all right.
Some lovely times.
Very nice. Well, the 4 of you, because I'm not going to count the hippogriff as a person, have been bobbing around town for a bit, and you have heard about recent murders. There's been people dying. Not necessarily randomly, but without much purpose and in seemingly horrific ways. While this may have made you a little cautious, your might as adventurers prevents you from feeling the same fear that plagued the townsfolk. As you return from a day of adventuring, your hard-earned spoils on your satchels on your back, there's an eeriness to the town. There is something that makes your hair stand up on the back of your neck. And as this sensation tickles your nape and begins to claw at you, I need everybody to go ahead and roll for initiative.
All right.
That's not what I meant to click.
Point.
As initiative is being rolled, Taz doesn't like that he's getting spooked. And so he will activate his Laughing Knoll battle cry feat.
Now, that is a very cool feat. The issue here is that demoralizing requires you to have a target.
Okay.
And presently, there's nothing around for you to target.
Alrighty.
So let's go ahead and begin the encounter. Taz, you are leading us off.
Alright.
Because my stupid fucking monster rolled
I
a 1 on
guess-
initiative.
Well, it's invisible, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I guess Taz will begin to try to scope out the sense of what the weirdness is with his nose. I can't click on it, but he has scent
Scent.
in
Okay.
precise 30 foot.
Very cool. So if you want to give me, just go ahead and
Let's
give me
go
a
with-
perception check.
Alrighty.
The only thing that you smell in the air are the regular smells of sort of town life.
Alright.
There's
Sweet.
maybe a faint scent of mustiness, but nothing beyond that.
So I will just keep sniffing as I use my last 2 actions to just move further into the town.
Okay. Astolfo.
Alrighty, well, I am on the Hippogriff. They are already, like, in steed form and everything. So, essentially what's just going to happen is we're just going to maybe follow... Where'd my mouse go? There we go. Follow... Yeah, that didn't do what I thought it would. Hang on.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think you can group.
Try that again. It should be good now. I just had to actually...
So that's one
I'm gonna
movement
take
for
one
your
action to
Griffin.
get to here.
Yep.
I'm gonna use act together with that, so that just because we are on edge,
Okay.
I am gonna go ahead and draw my sword. So you'll see the +2, my +2 striking Talwar. No.
Alvar.
And then I don't think there's really anything that we can like truly look or see and try to find. So Astolfo is just gonna pull out their
Basic.
tome, if you will, that they have,
Okay.
and starts casting from the book to protect ahead of time
All right. Readying an
as they
implement.
cast. No,
Oh.
as they cast Glass Shield and Protect Companion.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Thematic.
All right. Demetria.
Okay, I don't think I have much to get started with, so I think Demetria is just going to follow her party members. Let's see if this will scooch me in. One movement would get me to here, and then I will just continue
Mhm.
to get to about here.
Okay.
And then I don't think I have anything that I would do with the other couple of actions, just because it doesn't feel like we're in combat yet. So I think that'll be her turn, admittedly.
All right. That leaves it to Tobias. Hi,
Mhm.
welcome to the stream, Kaim. We're moving into position here. Things would have started a little bit sooner if my monster had rolled better. But it's still Tobias's turn.
Let's see here, and then Tobias, you're faster. Okay, cool. We'll also just move in. We're gonna get to. Honestly, I kind of like that. And then we'll just take up space right here.
Okay.
So 2 actions, and yeah, I think he'll cast up maybe a shield on himself for his final action, but that's all I got for him.
All right. As Tobias's turn ends, The 4 of you, 5 counting the hippogriff, hear a sort of distant, pained moaning. It's almost ghostly in its quality, the spectral sort of sound to it. And as you hear this, as this sound begins to invade your ears, invade your minds, wisps of mist and dust seem to coil and gather and slowly coalesce into a hideous shape. This long body is equipped with far too many limbs, and its head ends in a rather abrupt pair of jaws. Its skin is sort of a almost translucent blue, and you swear as it forms, as you catch sight of it, you almost see figures, humanoid figures under its skin, swimming through its body, only to pause and press, trying to reach out towards you before realizing they can't. The creature in question looks like this.
Metal.
What in the... That
I
is
really like that art.
freaky looking.
That art is from Legends of Runeterra. I think this creature is called the Amalgamation of Burial Rites. However, the monster I have created was solely inspired by the art and takes nothing at all from the card itself. But so,
Awesome.
Interesting.
this
So
thing,
it's another custom monster.
this is an original monster. It appears, because it is the first round of an encounter, it can use its Ethereal step ability as a free action. So it appears on the material plane, and as it does so, it uses a reaction. Its sudden appearance startles somebody. So I choose... So it is the closest person. There's a couple options
Sorry.
for that. So I'm just going to say, Taz, can you go ahead and give me a will save?
Sure.
And I forgot to set up the allowing you guys to be able to click stuff. Alright, so Taz, this thing appears startling you, and you become frightened too. However, because this thing has affected you once, any further attempts it tries to do this, you'll get 1 degree of success better on your save.
Alright.
So, that was a free action and a reaction. Now, I'm going to trample for my 3 actions. So this creature appears amongst this wailing and groaning, and then just goes thump 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 thump. Oops, sorry, I forgot it is spacebar to move myself around.
Dang, it can move through large creatures too? Shame.
It is huge.
It's
so,
huge.
Yeah. How far can I get? I can get pretty far. It's a fast little thing. So I guess it's not really... Okay, that is as far as I can get. So just rampages through all of you, and then darts down here. So, that being the case, I need everybody to make a reflex save.
Yay me!
Okay. That is a failure from Taz.
Oh.
That's a failure from Tobias. Ooh, critical success from Demetria. Demetria will take no damage.
Alright, I need to roll this twice, so hang on.
Okay. Alright, so you will take
So
the
whatever a 30 gets me.
Yep, so that is a failure. Alright, so everybody that failed, you will take... Ooh, good damage. 37 points of slashing damage as these claws, as it tramples, it just swipes at you with these too many claws. Way too many. This multitude of reaching hands. And Demetria takes none. But that is all of this creature's turn, which leaves it up to Taz.
Alrighty. Taz does not like this thing spooking him, so he's gonna try to spook it back with his own demoralize.
All right. Let's see it. Ooh, 28.
Could be better.
Yeah, that is gonna be a miss, I'm afraid.
Alrighty. Well then he's gonna start spinning in the action. And then for his last action he's gonna have to go stepping up to it.
Now, I'm curious, Zach, did you prepare a Taz impersonation for us?
Well, like
You know what? That is better than I thought it was gonna be.
That was actually pretty good.
Props to you, man. That was... You know what? If you didn't have a hero point, I would have given you one now.
You could share
Yeah.
some hero points to that rest of that group over there.
Astolfo, it is your turn.
All right, Astolfo is going to go ahead and use the fact that they are mounted once again. So we're just gonna whee and get to here
Okay.
for
So
one action.
Single action, yep.
And I do have steed form, so like I do get all of my actions. I should just clarify that ahead of time.
Okay.
I think we're just gonna go ahead and try to capitalize on what we have here. So we're gonna go ahead and use Act Together again. And I think as part of it, we're just gonna try and oh, I should have charged. Oh well. We're gonna try and kind of poke it with the lance as we come running up.
Okay.
As I cast Grease.
Not a fan of that.
And let the Hippogriff take out a strike of its own
Okay. All right.
during Act Together.
I will attempt my reflex save. 35.
No, I'm just doing a contiguous, like 4-foot square, probably centered right here-ish.
Yeah, I got you. Its multitude of limb allows it to maintain its stance with ease.
Okay. I'll draw out the
Almost.
area for it here in a minute.
Yeah, you're good. It's
Um,
almost centipede-like abomination.
and then I let Hippogriff get their strike in.
Okay, let's see it.
They leash out a claw. Target.
Bring it. That is a miss. As this creature repositions itself to keep itself from falling on the grease, it manages to see your Hippogriff's incoming blow and deftly ducks under it. And I believe that is everything.
Yep,
Okay,
I tried.
Demetria.
Alrighty. Well, we're just going to test some stuff out. So I think we're going to go ahead and start by stepping forward
Okay,
for one action.
I'll allow it.
And then I'm going to set off one of my more potent, bigger guns, if you will.
Uh-oh.
Because this thing came out of nowhere.
I don't remember you having guns.
We're going to...
Oh, multi.
But I'm just the Stena build, obviously. No, I'm kidding. With Spirit Blast.
Okay. Yep, that is just 30 feet. Alright, it will attempt a Fortitude save. Ooh. I think that is the second... Okay, yeah. I've rolled like a 1 and a 7 and a 6 so far for this thing. Oh boy. Alright, give me the full damage then.
Here we are.
Ouch.
Goodness.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Spirit damage.
That hurts. Hurts me that you would do that to me. Tobias.
All right. Now, I think Tobias is going to do something different because I don't have anything like that on him, I don't believe. I actually want to start with a recall knowledge to see what this thing is, or see if I can
Certainly.
figure out something about it. I
Certainly.
mostly want to pick up, I guess, like, lowest save,
Okay.
if I can recall knowledge about this thing.
Yeah, it is going to be occultism, or if you
Okay.
think you have any applicable lore, feel free to ask.
No, lean into occultism then. I am a master with a plus 19. I just have to roll this blind.
It's a test. You can roll it open if you would like.
Oh, okay.
35. That is going to be good, despite this creature
okay.
being uncommon. The Ethereal Terror
Mm.
is a native monster, a native beast of the Ethereal Plane, where it preys upon ghosts and other spirits that have become trapped there. However, when its prey grows too sparse, too scarce on its home plane, it will come to the material plane in an attempt to wreak havoc and make more ghosts for it to feed on.
Oh, I see.
That's fucked.
Yep, so it likes killing people in ways that seem like it would produce more ghosts. And you were looking for lowest save. You have actually hit upon it with his fortitude being his lowest.
Oh, okay, nice. Was one action. I think I am just going to then move closer.
Closer.
We'll just get to right here. And then I'm going to cast up. Is it? Yep, it's this one. A courageous anthem as I try to inspire my allies.
You stop it. Alright, while everybody is applying that, the Ethereal Terror shall take its turn. Alright. None of you have hurt it yet. But you yelled at it, Zach, so it's going to target you.
Yeah. Okay.
So, here come the giant teeth. A 36 to
Yep.
hit. So it lands its blow.
Yep.
This massive mouth just crashes down upon you and deals 33 points of piercing damage. The creature seems to hold for a second, and you can feel it's almost as an adventurer of your level. You've been bitten by venomous creatures before, and it's almost that sensation again. I need you to make a will save. Oh no.
Oof.
You do have a hero point.
For the test, I'll waive it.
You're a real champ, Zach. Because as this creature bites you, and Astolfo, you might have a clearer view of this. Those ghosts, those spirits swimming under this creature's skin, you see one flow as though drawn towards the maw of this creature. And it moves into the fangs of this monster, and then into Taz's body. And you see almost a faint spectral overlay on Taz as he becomes confused.
Nice.
For its third and final action, the
We get to see this effect on the chat or no?
yeah, I can throw it up in there. I don't want to, but
I know you usually do, so.
yeah. So you will get another save at the end of each of your turns, Zach. But until then, you are
Oh, okay.
confused.
Alrighty.
Then, for its third and final action, the creature pulls back its fangs, its venom, so-called venom injected, and offers the rest of the party an almost cheeky grin before it ethereal steps. It's just like, so long, suckers. Enjoy your confused barbarian.
What?
All right, Zach.
All right, so
Great.
Go ahead. Roll me a 1d4. We're gonna start with a hippogriff as 1.
beep, boop. Hey, winner,
All right.
winner.
So
Chicken dinner.
move up to the hippogriff and make a strike.
Beep, boop. And up. Beep, boop.
Okay. Go ahead and deal your damage.
And because I bit, I activate my Furious Grab. So now I'm just latched onto the hippogriff.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. That's frustrating.
That's my turn.
All right. Give me a will save at the end of your turn. You know what?
Just so
There
you
it
guys know, will is my lowest save.
I saw that you had a... But it doesn't matter when you got a
Wow.
natural 20.
Well, you are a barbarian in your defense. I'm not exactly expecting your will to be great, so.
Taz takes one bite out of this hippogriff and immediately shakes off his confused condition. Hey, welcome to the stream,
Look
Bavath.
at that lucky
We're
dog save.
this is a fun one so far. And also, your friend goes down by 1 to 0. Astolfo, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the frick I'm gonna do. I had a whole plan of action, and then you made it disappear.
I know. It's what I do. It's what it does, really, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Can't do that. Dude. Can't frickin' do anything. I had a whole frickin' plan, dude. Sir.
You just, as a
Everyone
reminder,
has a plan until they get punched in the face.
by Taz, you can always ready actions.
I'm about to delay. What?
Sure, you can
I
also
didn't
do
take
that.
damage. I need to do that. Oh, whoops. Hold on. There we go.
All right, so
Yeah, I
you just want
I
to
think
delay?
I needed to just straight up delay.
Okay, that's fine. Demetria, you want to do the same?
Well, Demetria is the party cleric, so actually she's going to go ahead and do something, seeing a little bit of what this creature can do to deal with it. We're going to start by casting Share Life on Astolfo, since both creatures have the same hit bar, essentially.
Yeah.
So that if this keeps happening, she can help kind of rebound with that bullshit.
Okay.
And then, for the sake of Taz, we're going to go ahead and cast off a
Might.
guidance
Ah.
for your possible next will save.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to Tobias.
Yep. And then as far as Tobias is concerned, we are going to... Ooh. Okay, I have very similar things on him, funny enough, so I don't know if I'm going to do too much. Well, okay, no, I have one thing I'll do. We're
Okay.
just going to come up here, move in range, be like, it's okay, you got this. And we're going to cast a 6th rank heroism
Ooh, all right.
on Astolfo as well.
Oh man.
You get that into the chat.
So plus
Ooh,
2
come
on
on.
everything. That's sweet.
Astolfo is ready.
He is.
I also
right.
wish to just quickly put out that I love seeing. Can I not
As
increase that?
Tobias does stuff, I'm gonna start my creature's turn because that should be all 3 of his actions. And things
That was
happen.
everything.
Things happen outside the purview of the party. So there's one action. Here is my second action. Hello there. And here's my reaction. Can I get a will save from Demetria?
Yep.
Because that Spirit Blast hurt.
You know, that is fair. Let's see.
This might be a little too meta, but since it was like invisible, could I still activate my no escape?
You could not have, because it wasn't that it was invisible. It is that it was on the ethereal plane.
Okay.
So it was on a different plane of existence from you. Alright, so that unfortunately is a failure. Meaning that Demetria is frightened too. Lining her up for the Ethereal Terror's Jaw Strike. 39.
Yep, that's a hit.
Almost a crit. Ooh. Oh, very good on damage though. 39 points of piercing damage. Again, just like you saw what happened, it has this thing rips into you, just these huge fangs sinking into your flesh. But, unlike Taz, where it seemed to try to poison him with a spirit that it had yet to fully digest, it clamps down on you, and it is going to use improved grab. So it's going to attempt an athletics check versus your fortitude DC, 43.
That is a critical success, if I'm not mistaken. I only have a
Alright.
27.
Then you are restrained. But that is all 3 of the Ethereal Terror's actions. Would anybody like to, would Astolfo like to act? I guess you're the only person that delayed.
At this point, there's almost no reason because I'm still grabbed. I'm just gonna let Taz go first.
Okay.
Now that I think about it.
Taz, it is your turn.
Bigger creatures can't drag smaller creatures?
No. Not unless they have an ability to do so. Like, carry off.
Huh. Alright. Well, I guess I'll
You
let
ready to
go
go on a
as
journey
free action.
with me, Decaf?
I mean, I guess.
Yep, so you can release the grapple as a free action. You stride up for your first action.
Action. And I'm going to try to bite him.
Okay, do you want to use your guidance on
Bite
this?
back.
Ooh. You want to use your hero point on this?
Yeah, I'll use my hero point.
Okay, would you like to use your guidance on this?
Nah.
Alright, that is a hit. So go ahead and roll me
Alrighty.
some damage. 20 points of damage. Right, you sink your flesh, returning the favor that this thing dealt to you. You sink your flesh into the ethereal terror, tearing away at some of its essence. And what will you do for your third and
Just
final
like
action?
before, I would like to try to grab it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it says it just happens, so I guess it's grabbed.
Yeah, I didn't know if it being like a ghost or whatever would change that.
Nope, it is fully corporeal. Now we just need somebody to come grab Taz. And we could have like a grab chain going on.
A conga?
Astolfo, yeah. Would you like to command your hippogriff to grab Taz?
No.
I'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus
No.
on the check.
Absolutely not. No, I'm going to act together
Okay.
as we charge in to not
So
gotta try and assist
I was
you.
going to say, you don't have to super worry about flanking, because it is off guard due to being grabbed.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna go to here.
Okay.
And as I do that, I am going to pull out
Phrasing.
the
His spear.
talisman.
Oh, okay.
No, I've got not a talisman. It's one of the implement. There we go.
Yes.
One of my implements.
Okay. Which one?
And I'm going to
Talisman implement?
amulet, I believe. I'm
Ooh,
not
that's a
seeing
good one.
it, so I have to double check.
Is it a little bit...
I'll just
Yeah, so
open
when I
up
built a
Path
Stolfo
Builder.
way back in the day, because it was a request for Full Build Friday, I went the champion route. And the amulet implement is sort of like the champion implement. So I dig it.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. And then as for my second action, I'm going to
Remember,
go ahead
amulet,
and
correct.
glimpse vulnerability.
Okay. So select a creature you can
So-
see until you glimpse vulnerability again. That creature gains weakness 2 against your unarmed and weapon strikes. Very cool.
Indeed. And then I am going to ready an action to aid Demetria's escape.
Okay. All right. Well, Demetria, it is your turn.
It is time to escape.
Alrighty.
Okay. So let's start with Astolfo giving the aid.
Okay.
What
Do you
are you
have
going
a
to
preference
use to
for what
aid?
you'd like me to use?
Preferably a check that would be used to escape.
Okay, so just in general. I will go for acrobatics then.
Okay.
And specifically due to how Astolfo's built, I have cooperative nature and cooperative soul. So I get a +4 circumstance to the aid, and I cannot roll a failure.
Okay, very cool. Sounds like you got
Okay,
good
here's the roll.
chances here. And what are you in acrobatics? What's your proficiency?
Master.
Master, okay. That is a critical success. So that will be a +3, I believe. Let me double check the aid action. If you're
Actions,
master with the check
aid.
you attempted, the bonus is +3.
Ooh.
Yep. So you get a +3.
All right,
Nice.
so a
Okay.
net of +1, considering that you're frightened 2.
I'll take it. I will attempt with athletics,
All right,
and we'll try and get out of this.
buff cleric. Let's see it.
What was the? It's a net +2 because of my frightened 2. Is that right?
It's a net +1 because it's plus.
Oh, it's a net
because-
+1. Okay,
Yeah,
got
because
it.
it's +3 and you're frightened 2.
Sweet. All right, there is that. 37.
Ooh.
That is exactly enough.
On the nose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this Kitsune is a strong girl. Master in athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
She does Pilates.
Debating how you're going to handle this now. You're like,
I'm
no, not
debating
them.
how
Got
I'm
it.
going to get off this ability. I guess we'll find out.
Phrasing.
All right, so that was one action.
Yes, sir. Then I think I am just going to. We're gonna again kind of test the waters here, see what maybe works against this thing. I think I'm just gonna reach right back out, and I'm gonna try and cast Vampiric Feast on it since it does void damage, and see if that does anything.
Okay.
Void damage.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
All right, here comes the fortitude save. All right, 31 is going to be a success.
Ooh, okay. Sounds good. Here is the 10d6 void.
Yeah, Kaim is correct. Every +1 matters. If that aid hadn't gone through, you would have failed that, and I would have been able to actually test out this ability.
Mm.
All right, so it'll take that 17 damage.
Nice. And then I get. Let's see. You took 17, so I will get 8 hit points
8 hit points.
for
correct.
temporary.
And that should be all 3
Beautiful.
actions, which means it is Tobias.
Yep. Perfect. And then for Tobias's turn.
Oh, and don't forget to
let's
lower
see,
your frightened. I did it
I
for you.
didn't just do that. Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry, Tobias.
I see. Alrighty, and then I guess for Tobias, you know what? Okay, I think I know what I'll do. Because we are knowledgeable of one thing, and I like having that one thing.
Okay.
I am going
Fireball.
to run over here, put a little distance between us to get to here. And then I am going to go ahead and cast off like a piece, like a pebble off the ground, a telekinetic projectile. But with my shadow signet I have, I'm going to go for the Fortitude DC on this attack roll.
Ooh, okay. Very cool. Smart.
That. I'll say
It's just smart.
I'll say the pebble is bludgeoning.
Wicked smart.
That's sick.
I've never used the shadow signet before, but I know it's cool, so I have to.
That, unfortunately, even targeting
Ooh,
its
that's
Fortitude
terrible.
DC is going to be a miss.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. It is the Ethereal Terror's turn, and despite lacking eyes, it almost seems to be able to tell that Astolfo, it is your fault that its prey escaped. It turns upon you, the closest character in range with the lowest AC, and is going to make a Jaws strike.
Well. Wow.
Alright, for the sake of actually being able to test out this creature's abilities, it scrounges in the dirt and finds a +1 circumstance bonus.
Oh, yeah.
It actually, you know what? It uses that guidance bonus that Taz never did that he dropped.
That he
Oh, yeah.
dropped.
Damn.
It picks it up, gets exactly a 30, and hits Astolfo.
Heroism doesn't increase my AC, does it?
Nope. But you are going to be splitting this damage with Demetria.
Yep.
So,
So
you should only
here's
take
half.
half. Yep.
Yep.
However, it will follow this up with an athletics check to grab you. Because of improved grab.
Rude.
How's 33 versus your Fortitude DC?
My Fortitude DC?
Yes.
That's just exactly.
Exactly. Perfect. So you become grabbed. Which means I can do this ability, it'll just be at a -5 to hit. Alright. Here we go. It crunches down on you. And as it does so, it will make an attack roll, but you can almost feel like the ghostly figure still trapped inside it, reaching and grabbing at your soul. $37 will get you. So, I'm going to roll some damage here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to roll some more damage.
Okay. Tell me when I should try to apply things.
Alright, all of that damage is spirit damage.
Okay. So, essentially 41 damage comes my way.
Yep,
Okay.
and that will still get split with Demetria.
Okay, fair enough. Where's my... Hold on, just out of curiosity. Nope. Oh, of course it doesn't show up in America. Gosh, dang it. Hang on.
And once you've got all that situated, I need you to make a will save.
I have... You or a target within. I'm going to go ahead and use Amulet's Abeyance.
Ooh.
I don't have the reaction shown under my actions, which is annoying. But no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and say that I gain resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 14. And we'll just say for the first strike, because I guess they're not... Are they combined together or no?
Yeah. Yep, it would be totaled.
Totaled?
Yes.
Okay, so there'd be 41 minus 14, 40 minus 13, 27. Your share life, do I take the less or the half or the greater?
You would take the greater.
Okay, so I take 14, you take 13.
Yes, sir. All right, I'll
Cool.
heal myself back up a little
Nicely done. But I now need you
And
to
a will
make
save.
a will save.
Or just going for all of my low things.
I didn't check your character sheet. What accusations are you making?
Lies and
Oh,
slander.
interesting. It almost sounds like you did. Anyways.
That's a success. If you had failed,
Okay.
you would have the souls would have started pulling you into the other side, and you would have become doomed one.
Ooh.
Terrifying.
bit. Just a little bit.
Taz, it is your turn.
All right. I still got this dude in my mouth phrasing, so I'm going to try to do the super cool ability,
Thrash, okay.
Thrash.
And it is a fortitude save, which this thing is not good at. Ooh, but it doesn't matter when you roll a 17 on the die. Alright, So, what is your strength modifier?
Is there a limit? Strength modifier is a 5.
Okay. What is your
Let's see,
rage damage?
Rage damage.
Your animal instinct?
Yes, I am a wolf instinct.
Alright,
I think
so
it's just 2.
it should be higher. Yep, at level 7 it increased to 5.
Alright, so that's 10.
10 so far. And now what level of weapon spec do you have? You just have regular weapon spec.
I am
So that is
am
another...
expert.
You're an expert
Oh.
with your weapon. So that is 2 additional damage. Okay, so 12 total damage. It takes half of that, so that is 6 points of damage. Now the cool
Alright.
thing about that
And-
is that that doesn't have the attack trait or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Can I just keep doing this?
Sure. Now just keep in mind though, if you don't do an action by the end of your turn to maintain your hold, you lose it.
Alright.
Alright, that time I failed. So I will take 12 points of damage.
Yeah, I'll just spend all 3 actions
Just
whipping around in a frenzy.
okay. And that is
'Cause
another
I might
failure.
never get a chance to do this again.
Alright, you have reduced it to 69 hit points. Nicely done.
Nice.
You know what? If you
That's
didn't have a hero
Taz's
point,
turn.
I'd give you another one. Okay.
bit. Just giving out imaginary hero points.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. We make up the
Astolfo.
rules and the points don't matter.
All right, well, I'm still on the hippogriff.
For now.
So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna try and keep it that way. I'm gonna go ahead and use Act Together,
Okay.
or maybe you can call this out somehow else. My thought process is I want to use Act Together for Hippogriff to prepare to aid me when I attempt to escape.
Okay.
and then I attempt to escape as that action. So basically, it'd be like,
Yeah, no, because you organize them like, because I know as from playing a summoner, you can be like, all right, I'm going to act together to boost Eidolon, and then have my Eidolon make a strike that is benefited by the boost Eidolon.
okay, cool, sick. Yeah, then I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna use Act Together. It is going to prepare to aid me, and then it'll use its reaction upon me attempting to escape. So, I guess we'll just make a doink.
Okay, that is, I mean that is technically by the new rules of aid. That is technically a critical success.
All right. Well, he is also a master, so that's a +3.
All right.
And I will also go for acrobatics.
Okay. I hope you fail.
I suppose that is fair.
Nothing personal.
So you're still trying to do things to me. I thought you were done.
It's because you made an anime character.
Nope. You're good.
All right.
It's not a critical success, but it is a success.
I mean, I'm not stepping, so.
Step right off the hippogriff.
Yeah, just be like, all right, bye. There's
Reaction,
that.
fall off the mount.
Reaction. No, I've spent my reaction. No. Okay. So now, I guess with my remaining 2 actions, I guess I'll just try and see what I can't do to
It is
mess
hurting.
him up a bit.
It is bloodied. I haven't said as much because it doesn't bleed, but it is bloodied. In fact.
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead. I would be at a minus. This is map right now, so that's something I need to take into account. Everything would be at a 19. Sure, why not? Let's. You see Astolfo use the sword for the first time.
Why the hell not?
So we'll go ahead and get that. Is it applying? It looks like it is. Okay. Hiya!
There it is.
There it is.
Ooh.
I was just waiting to listen.
Oh man. Miss by 1. If Taz had maintained his hold, he would have hit.
Sad. And then because I do currently look like the one being looked at, shield.
Okay. Demetria.
You say that, and I am just going after this thing's fortitude saves like it's my favorite hobby in the universe. We're gonna just move for 1 action to get back here.
You stop that.
If it'll move, there we go. And then less of a big blaster, but more of a call of the Hell Knight's powers. We're gonna cast Vampiric Maiden on this thing.
Ooh, it's a good one. Because I hate having to escape from immobilized effects.
And I just want temp HP.
It's a blind spot on my part. Right. Ugh, the 4 on the die. Right, go ahead and deal your damage.
Okay, so this is, I think, piercing and void.
Okay, so it will take the full brunt of that.
And then I get 6 temp HP. Yay.
Very nice, good for you. Tobias.
Take it.
Now,
and then...
I will say, so it is immobilized, but there is an option where it can just step away.
Oh, fair enough.
As we saw in a different fight, featuring our good friend Vivath, where a certain spider would step out of his grapples.
Yeah, I guess if
Gotcha.
doesn't have the move
Manipulate
trait.
or the move trait. Yep.
Hmm.
And this is indeed based off of the Aether Spider's ability to do just this thing. Alright, Tobias.
I like it. All right. Let's see here. I guess I might do something similar. Let's just take a look here.
Another Vampiric Maiden.
I actually don't have that on this one,
A
funny enough. Darn it.
Matryoshka doll of Vampiric Maidens entrapping the Ethereal Terror.
Amazing.
Get enough of them, it can't escape anything.
This damn.
Vampiric
They look
Matryoshka doll.
okay for now. You know what? We're just gonna make the laughing notion of like, okay, hopefully that doesn't happen again, but we'll see what happens. We're gonna step forward and we're gonna spend our last 6th rank slot to cast another heroism, but this time on Taz.
Ooh, juicy, very juicy. Alright, well, I'm going to take the opportunity. Since I have not bitten you, I'm going to use my 10 feet of reach on my jaws to bite at Tobias.
Damn it. Okay.
That is a 44 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's
Well-
crit.
I'll be using a reaction here in a second.
Didn't you use one on your turn?
Oh, you're right. I sure frickin' did.
I know.
During your own turn.
Yep.
How could you do this to me? It's fine.
68 points of damage.
And that's already doubled?
That is already doubled.
Okay.
9,
okay.
8, and 1 on the die.
Taking.
Not double it again.
It is going to try to grab you.
Oh no. Do that.
35 versus Fortitude.
That is a crit.
It is a crit. Alright. You become restrained. But that doesn't matter much. Because it's second action.
Oh wait, sorry, just regular success
Oh.
because Fortitude's a plus 21 on this guy, so
Okay.
31, so success.
Oops. I accidentally
But
moved
either
you
way,
out
I'm
of the
grabbed.
combat order. I apologize. I went to click on statuses and accidentally clicked on combat status.
Beautiful.
Crap, there we go. But like I said,
Alright.
that doesn't matter much because its third and final action is to try to swallow you.
Oh. Oh no.
So,
I don't like
Mm.
that.
let me double check swallow whole real quick. The rules on that. I
Oh,
believe this is
no.
against your reflex DC.
Reflex DC? Yeah,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Alright, so this is going to be whatever I roll minus 5 because this is my second attack of the
Alright.
round.
Okay.
30 versus reflex DC.
That is a miss barely. My reflex
Ah.
DC is also a 31.
Damn. Alright, well, if that is the case, you're lucky, because it is going to Ethereal Step. And when it does, it drops you.
Oh, okay.
Vampiric
Weird
Maiden.
again.
Taz, you want to punch the griffin just for old time's sake? The hippogriff?
I
Tastes
don't
like
know if I can make a perception check while I'm raging because I don't have
I think
What's
you
it
can
called?
seek while raging. I think that is one of the things that allows you to do. Let me double check.
Okay.
You can't use actions with the concentrate trait unless they also have the rage trait. You can seek while raging. So it says it in the rage
Okay.
ability itself.
I will attempt to seek the giant monster.
Now,
Just to open roll.
you can. I'm going to save you the roll though, because nothing that you can roll will allow you to find this thing because it is not on the plane that you are on.
Okay.
It is
Then
on a separate
Taz-
plane of existence. Remember, you could always just ready an action if you would like. If you want it, you can spend 2 actions and be like, if I see this thing, I'm going to strike.
Taz
Okay.
is just gonna just do loop-de-loops.
Taz
Alright.
did the spin. Yeah, Taz did what Taz does best.
All right, Astolfo.
I guess I'll just try. I think I'm just gonna try and prepare myself.
Okay.
I'll just start casting some spells.
All right.
So, where's I always forget which tab it is every time. So, glass shield, protect companion, boost Eidolon. So we are buffing up as much as I can.
Okay.
With this spell book of mine.
I believe that is Demetria then.
All right. So because I got temporarily removed with one of my characters from the turn order, actually Demetria is going to delay to go after Tobias.
Well,
Tobias
for what
is
it's worth,
going
Tobias
to
was
move.
returned to the exact same point in the turn order.
Yes, but I want to boost him up and put her down now.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna mess with hopeful mechanics. We'll see what happens. But Tobias is just gonna move towards his party, basically, group up, if you will. We're gonna get to, I think, right about here is where I'm comfy. Come on, do the thing.
Maybe.
My screen decided to delay. Hold on. Yes, that's where I want to go. Perfect. Okay, and then. I don't think I need a big blaster. I think I'm willing to just do. Yeah, we're gonna tap self with a 4th rank soothe.
Okay. So healing energy pulses, knitting up the horrific wounds that have been carved into your flesh.
Yeah, those were no joke. So, ow. Here is that.
All right. That's almost half of it.
Terrible. I'll live with it. I'll put this on myself.
2, 5, 6,
No,
2.
it doesn't think it
Yeah,
does too
not
much.
great.
And then apply healing. Ta-da. Much better. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That
Demetria.
was Tobias, and then Dimitri will come in. And Dimitri is also
the
going
big
to
heal.
pull some bull. Yep. We're gonna do a 3-action heal.
Ooh, that is. You know what? If I felt like handing out hero points, this would be an instance where I would do it, because this is a perfect opportunity. You're aware that this thing travels between dimensions, and it is currently not on your plane of existence. Which means when you pop off a 3-action heal, it won't hit this thing.
Uh-huh.
Very smart.
So heal.
Hero point worthy, honestly.
I love it. Here we go.
Don't give yourself
So
one.
3 actions.
You could still give
No,
one.
I won't. It's fine. And then here is just the flat 6d8 for everyone in that 30-foot field.
Right. Everybody gets 26 points of healing.
I heal twice, right? No.
I wish.
You roll a fortitude save against it, and you get the better of the 2 results. To resist the healing.
Unfortunately. To resist. I think I'd get the worst of the 2.
Alright, well, I'm going to bring it back around to the Ethereal Terror's turn. And now, unfortunately, as that Ethereal shifts, it can't trample again, because it does have to spend an action, unlike the first round of combat. But so it does return. 1 action. Doesn't like seeing most of its work undone. So for its 2nd action, you know what? I'm sorry. I think I gotta keep going for Tobias here. You seem the most vulnerable.
Oh, he is the most vulnerable.
So here come the giant jaws. Gets you just barely.
Okay.
For 25 points of piercing damage.
I'll go ahead and just do this now. Amulets Abeyance.
Okay, so that'll block 14.
So 14 resistance, yep. So
you
you take 11.
9.
What?
Oh, nope, 11, you're right. I did that backwards for some reason. Alright, Athletics check for the grapple. Villain point. All right.
Jeez, that was quick.
38.
That'll be a success.
Okay. So you become grabbed, and we will once more try to swallow whole.
Whole lot of mouth action going on this stream.
That is going to be a miss because you said a 30 missed you. All right. That is the end of its turn, and
No,
quite possibly.
Oh, because -5. Sorry.
Yep,
okay, I
-5.
understand.
Yeah. That is the end of its turn, and quite possibly the end of its life. Taz.
Let's
I'm gonna remove
go to
immobilize from it.
Chowtown.
Okay. Ooh, that is a hit. Ooh, 24 points of damage. Ooh, deal. Entirely too much damage, sir. It is what I would call... it is what I would call mortal. So one more good hit should take it out. However,
About that.
neither of those are good hits.
Yeah.
Which brings us back to Astolfo.
All right, I'm coming in for the kill steal.
Let's see if you can do it.
No.
You got your heroism.
Well, so funny enough, to buy. Can I Control Z this? Is there? Yes, I can. There we go.
What are you doing?
I was trying to
Partying.
move, and it only grabbed Astolfo. Okay, so we're gonna try and see if I can get around. I can.
All right. Makes an attack of opportunity.
We're using.
Hmm.
Yeah. Crap.
No, I joke.
I wasn't ready.
I did actually forget though to do my startling appearance, which I should have done against Tobias. Too late though. And off the chess piece.
Okay. So now that we're over here, I think we're just
Flanking.
gonna go ahead and try to get it while it's here, and we're just gonna do an act together.
Bring it.
Bap bap.
All right. So who's striking first?
Astolfo is with the sword,
Okay.
and the hippogriff is getting a wing bapping in at the side.
All right. So the blade misses, but the wing comes around and also misses. Well, no, actually, sorry, it doesn't reduce the AC because of off guard. That is a hit thanks to off guard.
Woo! Oh, and he has boost.
That
Does he
should
still have
have.
boost?
No, that should have ended at the start of your turn. It's one round. It's just like what's it called? Like Raging Song or the Courageous Anthem.
Gotcha. Oh well. It didn't show it, so it didn't show that it had expired.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Well. Oh well. Bap.
Let's see. Can the Hippogriff finish this? No, it cannot.
It would be bludgeoning, but oh well.
The terror still stands upon its far too many limbs. Just to remind you guys. Too many limbs. Just like too many cooks.
Yeah. Okay, well, now we're over here, and I have one action remaining. Well, I can try and hit, but currently I'll be taking a -8
Yeah,
minimum.
Yeah. Do you have any agile? Yeah, I
have
guess that would
faith
be
in you.
that. -8.
Well, that's if I do it that way. Heroism isn't affecting him though. So essentially, what I'm looking at is either a +14 or a +15.
Every +1 counts.
It does. But this has a forceful trait.
Ooh. Your Talwar.
Mm-hmm.
I know the number
Screw
that
it.
you need to roll to hit it on. It's not impossible.
Gambling man. Yeet!
You gambled and lost. Tobias! Tobias, as they say. In some
Toby.
places.
Terrible. I love it.
Well, I didn't ask you,
okay.
Mr. Roboto.
Well, we're gonna. Oh,
It's clear enough.
Beep boop.
still sad day.
Yeah,
Nope,
it sounds
it's
like
sad.
you're.
Same.
Okay. Well, we're gonna Hail Mary because I'm grabbed.
Yep.
So I am going to scream bloody murder as I'm grabbed, which is my version of casting my verbal Dirge of Doom.
Okay. So, yep, that is verbal, so that will not require any flat checks.
And then while I'm here, we're going to attempt to TK projectile it with a pebble on the ground again.
Right.
Here is the flat check.
Yep. Start with that. Made it exactly.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Amazing. This is all I need.
Go ahead and give me that attack roll.
Okay. Here is... Why does it keep scrolling past it? There we are. And once again, we'll just say bludgeoning.
It's got a
And
I-
go.
no. Unfortunately, that is
Nope.
going to be a no.
I
That
will continue
leaves
to scream
us-
my head off.
With Demetria. Can
All
you
right,
finish this thing? Or will it get another chance to act?
You know, that is a great question. Because I could go for, but I don't want to, just in case. Yeah, you know what? We'll do a third rank spell. We're just gonna start trying to use them. I have to step in.
Ooh.
Be like, I'm here to help, sort of. And I'm gonna cast Vampiric Feast, but at third rank.
Okay. I hope it does well on this save, because there are still things I could possibly do.
Oh no.
37.
Ooh.
Okay, that is a success.
Alright, so roll me out some damage. You might still just have enough.
We shall see.
Unfortunately,
I was gonna say.
you do not have enough.
All right.
If it had
Well, I
failed,
tried.
you would have felled the beast. Unfortunately, it is the Ethereal Terror's turn. And it is starting its turn with prey in its jaws. As this figure screams, the Ethereal Terror tosses its maw back, opening it slightly wider in an attempt to swallow whole. So here comes the athletics check. Full bonus, 41.
That is a crit.
Down its spectral gullet, Tobias slides. And as he does, he is assailed by both this creature's just like insides and the spirits already trapped within. Dealing 12 bludgeoning and 10 points of spirit damage. For its second action, since it is currently suffering from its multiple attack penalty, it will reach out with a claw at Taz for being the one that has dealt the most damage to it lately. Natural 1. It'll target Demetria. You know what? And actually, it can't Ethereal Step right now, because Ethereal Step states an Ethereal Terror cannot Ethereal Step while it has a creature swallowed whole. So here we'll do a third and final claw against Demetria. Because you
I just imagine as it attempts to ethereal step, it like there's a Tobias in its gut that just kind of like
anchoring
weighs
him.
it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
For all the miss. Okay. I was gonna say this is for all the fortitude saves you made me make. Taz, it is your turn.
All right, let's start turning him into a chew toy.
That is a hit because of a confluence of circumstances. The frightened
Frightened
one
and
and
heroism.
heroism
Oh,
contributed
that's
to
funny.
this hitting. So go ahead and roll your damage. Alright, it had 2 hit points left. You bite into this thing, and you rip it open, and as you do so, your friend Tobias spills from its belly. Awash not in digestive juices, but spirits. The creature staggers before slumping to its side, and as it falls to the ground, you see more spectral figures rise from it, ascending skyward as they look towards you with an almost thankful nod. And with that, we have tested the Ethereal Terror. So, we're going to move on to a quick little discussion here about this creature.
Wild.
Hope you guys all
I'll
enjoyed.
be right back. We'll
Yeah,
grab some food.
So I'm going to dive a little bit into just sort of the origins. Now, as I said, this is art from a game, specifically Legends of Runeterra. However, the concept is an original creature. Because what happened is my brother was like, hey, can you just make a monster based off of this art? Because this is super cool art. And there's just not enough information to build a creature off of this card that, the art comes from. I was like, all right, I'll take a crack at it. And actually, until recently, I had this being a regular sort of physical aberration. But it was in discussion in the Monster Monday Discord where I kind of had the idea to instead make it, because I didn't want to make another undead, because you guys know I love my undead. I want to try to make stuff that isn't undead so that I have it's a more wide range of creatures that I have. And
You don't want the Book of BB's Undead?
Not yet. Eventually. One day. The Monstrous Menagerie will start off with a breadth of creatures. But so this is an aberration, and I realized, like, well, why don't I lean into a little bit of like this art here and have it be something that eats ghosts? And so I was looking into stuff and I was like, all right, what can I do with that? And ghosts generally inhabit the ethereal plane. And so that led into it being the Ethereal Terror, having the ethereal trait. And from there, I just kind of borrowed from the Ether Spider, the Ether Spider. I think Ether Spider. I don't know how you guys pronounce it. So it is an aberration. It is a level 13 aberration. This was an easy encounter. I think it was a little tricky, which might have made the encounter go longer. There were definitely like it forced you guys to just sort of like spend some rounds buffing or prepping, stuff like that. What are your general thoughts? We'll start there, and then we'll get into the numbers.
I mean, personally, I felt like it was fun. Just off of like base thoughts, yeah. I think it was
agree,
great.
actually.
Okay, good. That is always good to hear. So let's dive into the numbers a little bit for this thing then. Let me pull up that. All right, so the attribute modifiers don't really matter all that much. As I do envision this creature being a hunter on its ethereal plane, it does have a high perception score. Rolled a natural 1 for initiative, so that was nice. That was a good opener for me. Obviously, its grappling is fairly important to it. It has a high athletics to that end. I could honestly probably go extreme if I really wanted to, given the level of the creature. But yeah, I'm not sure it needs extreme athletics. It also uses stealth, intimidation. It couldn't really threaten you guys with its intimidation. Could demoralize you? It could try, but it only speaks Aklo. Armor class. It has a high armor class. Now that I was thinking as we were playing, with its ability to ethereal step like out of bounds, maybe I want to reduce its defenses a little bit. So I could see going to like a moderate AC of 33, but at the same time, Taz is able to hit this thing on a 9. if I'm remembering his bonus correctly. Yeah, so it gets he has a he has a plus 25 because of heroism. So yeah, he hits this thing on an 11, so he's got a 50% chance. So it does only have it has hit points between low and moderate, though they are closer to low than they are to moderate. Again, this is mostly due to its ability to Ethereal Step, to step out of bounds and just be able to avoid stuff.
Yeah.
Regarding its saving throws, Reflex is its highest because I imagine this thing being very skittery, very sort of like quick moving. And I kind of actually built this thing a little bit as a skirmisher. Except its skirmishing comes not from like dodging in and
Running
out of
away,
combat,
but from
stepping.
dipping away.
Yeah.
Going to a whole nother plane of existence like a butthead.
Yep. So high reflex, moderate will, low fortitude. As for its attacks, it has, let's see, with a plus 25, we are looking at only a moderate bonus to both of its attacks.
Okay.
It is benefited, it is, in turn, it has high damage on its jaws and moderate damage on its claws. So, yeah. Yeah, Melkor, I do think like its AC would be fine if I want to leave it where it is. I'm just wondering if I want to make it a little bit easier to be hit, given its safety from Ethereal Step. Well, how do you guys feel about that? Just like, and the numbers in general. How do you guys feel they
I think
shake
they're
out?
overall fine personally, and maybe Decaf has a different point of view, but I'm like, I feel like they were overall fine numbers wise. Like its HP isn't unbearable. I kept rolling misses left and right. I don't think I ever really dealt that much damage myself. That was all the casters and Taz.
No, you did prove to be a good front line, though. You tanked some really big hits thanks to that amulet.
Yeah,
I guess
that was
you
nice.
could drop the AC by 1 or 2, but I would say no more than that.
Yeah. Decaf, any thoughts on your end? I know you weren't targeting AC all that much, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know I wasn't really targeting AC. The moment I got that recall knowledge on the fortitude save, and I happen to have a shadow signet at least on the bard. But the math for me feels right as far as the AC. I don't think it was too terrible. We are at a level where I think we're capable of pulling out specific effects, such as like flanking or casting fear, or even maybe getting off a sickened effect.
and I do
That
feel like
it
characters at
feels
this level,
totally fine.
yeah, and I do think characters at this level also have options to prevent creatures from moving between planes. And so, like, if you can shut down that
Oh,
ability, there's some like spells and stuff I know that can do that.
dimensional anchor. Okay.
But if you happen to have that, and if you shut down that ability, I think having
Just removes it.
this higher AC helps it helps keeping that from trivializing the fight. You know.
Yeah.
So
I
I think I
mean,
am
I
fine
think
with
it's
a
fine.
34.
I think Astolfo with his, and to be fair, he's a summoner, not a like martial. He hits on a 12.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right.
And then yeah, just like the barbarian, 50-50 for the hippogriff.
Yep. All right.
Outside
well, cool.
of buffs and stuff.
Yeah. So moving into its abilities, I'll cover its passives first if we're happy with the numbers. One thing you guys did not see is Ghostly Grasp, because it didn't matter to you guys. This is mainly just sort of a bookkeeping ability to allow it to eat its favorite meals. Ghosts.
Smart.
And I kind of got pinned down every time I got a little bit surrounded, every time I had somebody grappled, or I got otherwise immobilized, so I didn't really get to carry anybody off, but it does still have that ability.
Yeah, Astolfo would not have been happy to be carried away from the mount.
Yeah, I think I got immobilized before I could do so.
Yeah. I think I might have also escaped by that point, because
Yeah.
I did.
You guys saw Ethereal Step. Most of the stuff is just taken straight from the Aether Spider. The only thing I added is that it cannot Ethereal Step while it has a creature swallowed whole.
That's a very smart call.
Yeah, because that would really suck to do to a player.
I
Yep.
would like to ask, uh, words. What made you go with startling appearance instead of like terrifying presence?
Like as an aura ability.
Yeah, like what dragons have.
Um, I like reactions,
Okay.
and this I don't know, with it constantly like moving in and out of existence, having to deal with an aura felt weird.
Yeah, it would almost be just as terrifying while it was gone if you were dealing with like an aura thing. You know,
Yeah.
because like now you're like it's gone, and I don't because it's. I mean, not to necessarily reference the spider specifically, but I'm sorry if the creepy aberration of the ethereal plane just disappears from in front of my eyes, and I know I still have to deal with it. It's kind of like when the spider disappears from your room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
So
like when the aura like goes away, like it's
just
the effects no longer. Yeah. So
yeah.
startling appearance. Now I know some effects are just like, hey, like if you after the save you're immune for 24 hours. I was like, I'm kind of cool with that. I was just like, I'm just gonna have it be 1 degree of success better, because like I mean you're still being threatened and menaced by this thing. It's I don't know. How do
Yeah.
you guys feel about like that whole setup there with startling
Yeah, that
I
seems
mean, I
appearance?
fine.
think the especially like the 1 degree of success for like future ones now that you've like experienced it once kind of thing.
Hmm. Like you're still
You
prepared for
understand
it,
what it's
but
doing.
you have no idea
It
where it's
still
gonna
sucks
pop
to
up
be a
next.
yeah, it still sucks when it does it, but
Yeah. All right. Um, inject spirit. Now Taz critically saved on this, which is very fortunate because I think he actually needs a fairly high roll to succeed on it. I am thinking about adding a clause in there simply because I saw how high roll Taz needed, where much like the ghoul's paralysis, at the end of each round, the save decreases by 1.
that's
Right.
probably a very fair call because I don't think there's any other way to get rid of the confusion at that point, is there?
No.
Because
I
normally
will
with
put a duration on it
confusion, okay, yeah, because normally with
because I did
confusion,
forget to do that.
you can also like take damage and like you get flat checks, but if you're just straight up confused for as long as the spirit's there, that could be a concern. Now, obviously, the duration, as you mentioned, but I think that's something to take into account. Yeah.
Okay, a creature can attempt a new save at the end of each of its turns, and the DC cumulatively decreases by 1 on each such save. Okay. Now, when I was designing this ability, I was like, can I just make this a venom? And I was like, no, no, I cannot. It's a little too weird to work as a venom. But
Yeah.
how do you guys like that? Do you think that's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun surprise personally.
Yeah. I did
Yeah.
realize you know what? After I was like, all right, it confuses the barbarian, and then Ethereal steps away. I was like, I should probably do
Yeah, that's
something to
really
make that a little bit easier to remove.
that was really funny
Knowing
though.
how it can, because it doesn't have to necessarily come back. It could come
Right.
in, bite, and then leave.
But also, so
Practically.
just to play into its lore, like I told you guys, like I described this thing, the whole lore behind it is it hunts ghosts. And so it comes to the material plane not because it wants to eat any of you people, but because it
But it
wants to
wants to
kill
create
you
ghosts.
and create ghosts. And ghosts are created in states of emotional turmoil, which why its abilities inflict frighten, inflict Confused, inflict, doomed.
Confused.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nice touch.
Thank you. So speaking of doomed, he didn't get it off. I mean, he got to do the extra damage, but how'd you guys like a Siphon Soul? Any thoughts on that? It's kind of just like a lets it do a big hit. I could maybe see reducing it to 1 damage die, but like I don't know. I felt like you blocked a lot of the damage anyway.
I was gonna say, I know I had like the one turn where I did like the soothe and the 3 action heal, but honestly, as far as damage, I mean, yeah, I also had share life up. I think in terms of just handling it, I think the damage is fine. I don't think it needs to be adjusted down.
Okay. Awesome. Now you succeeded on the save, Shy, because you had to roll against it. But this is using a high DC save with a doomed effect. And I was thinking like, okay, now with it being 2 actions, it
Yeah.
having to like maintain the grapple, I thought that would be a balancing effect for it. But doomed is a deadly condition.
It is.
Do you guys think I should
I was
lower the
actually
DC?
just looking at that, trying to think.
Do you think I should lower the DC to moderate?
Do you?
Maybe
Who has the
between
lowest will
moderate
save?
and high?
That would be
probably me.
Taz. What is Taz's will save?
A plus 16.
Okay, so
Oh.
you only succeed on a 17. Now this doesn't have a critical
Good
failure
lord.
effect. If I were to lower it to moderate, it would be a DC 30 save. So you would succeed on a 14 with that? Sorry, you said 16, right?
Yep, plus 16.
Yeah, so you would succeed on a 14. How about the rest of the party? Because the rest of you are casters.
I was gonna say, what's the highest though? Yeah, that's another question.
Probably the cleric.
Plus 21, I want to say.
Okay,
that
so
could
you
be
succeed
higher.
on a 12 on its current save, and on a
Let me double check.
9 if I lower to moderate.
Oh, sorry. Plus 24 for the cleric, plus 21
Oh.
for the bard.
Oh, geez. Okay,
24
so you...
versus 16. It's a wide range.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a master just because, yeah, cleric, wisdom, it's my shebang.
We're looking at the two opposite ends of the spectrum, I think. At
We
that
are.
Point.
So
'Cause
most
that's a
people would be in
9
the middle
versus like
ground.
a 17.
Yeah, so most people would probably save on like a 12 with the high DC.
I'm at an 8. I have a plus 18. It's not exactly much better.
So you would succeed.
But then again, I didn't build Astolfo with high will.
So with a 33, you would need a 15.
15.
Yeah. Okay. I think I might want to lower that.
It might be something to lower, either that or some way to like. And I guess a GM could just focus one player, but that'd be kind of.
It'd be dickish.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately, I don't like.
That's
I
something
feel
a
like good
predatory
GMs
animal
won't
will
do that, but at the same time, it would, and I wouldn't blame
the
it.
creature
I don't
should
know,
do
man.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna lower that to moderate.
That's hard.
Just because doomed is a very dangerous condition, I would rather play it safe.
Yeah.
I
mean, you can definitely keep the 2 additional damage dice if that's the case, especially.
Yeah.
Because that way it still has good reason to use it.
Yes. Yeah. Agreed. And then its other abilities are pretty standard. We've seen Swallow Whole before. Its Trample does have an extra effect that unfortunately none of you triggered. If you critically fail your save against its Trample, it grabs you as it's running you over and carries you off with it.
Sorry, I like that.
Yep.
That's funny.
Because it's got too many limbs. They're all just reaching out to grab you as it runs you over.
That's freaking creepy.
It's like, all right, you're coming with me. Let's go.
That's so good.
We're going on a trip.
Something about the image of just getting scuttled over and then a hand just scoops you up as you go, just like, oh, wait, no, please.
I'll take this one. Yeah. I was like, do I want to have a trigger on just like regular failure? But everybody but a single person failed. So I was like, okay, I think we're good with it only triggering on a critical failure.
Well, and especially because like I almost didn't have a choice. Like I'm rolling 2 saves.
Right. And I mean that is a unique case with a summoner.
Yeah, and that's something completely different. But yeah, no, like that would have been a rough time. Actually, wait, here's a question for you.
Yes. Who would
As a
it
summoner, let's
have
say,
grabbed?
yeah, who would it grab if, let's say, it tramples over both of us separately? Would you just like?
I'd say I'd grab you both. Just like, here we go. 2 for 1.
Whee!
2 for 1 grab and go. But all right,
Grab
you
and
know what?
go.
I think
Fast
that
food.
covers it. Is there anything else you guys have questions about, want to make mentions about? Any questions, comments, concerns, I guess? All right,
it's
hearing
pretty
none. I think the Ethereal Terror is ready to ship.
I think it's the concern. I think the whole creature as a whole coming to the material plane is a concern. No.
Well, that is true. But all right, thanks everybody that stuck it out. I know this is not everybody hangs out till the end here. Thank you if you did, and thank you for new people that came by the stream, and as well the old ones. We always appreciate you doing so. But we're gonna head out. So until next time, which will not be next Saturday. I'm telling some of my players this right now. We are not testing a monster next Saturday because I will be busy celebrating my mom's birthday. But the Saturday after that,
Alrighty.
we should be good to go as long as everybody here is. So until then, stay safe, be good, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Night stream.
Chat stream.